The Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ole Miss offense takes the field. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong? First part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The freshman just a little too much on that one.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They they'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Handoff from the gun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Get it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Rebels are marching down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Looking to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still on his feet. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Ole Miss is ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. A strike downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Now Coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room, it's Cobb. Oh, what a move! He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense for now.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heel. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
The quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Rebels are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Finds his man down the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10 on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. To the air on 1st down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
North Carolina, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the right. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He'll throw it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It's good.
North Carolina, 13.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back has it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Now the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Steps away to find some room. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. He wants to throw here on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. The hand to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He'll run it again. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Finds his target down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on second down. They go to the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Skips away from pressure. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. The Rebels line up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. They'll line up for a second down play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On third down, he drops to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes.
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Gets rid of it. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they got him for the sack. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game. Miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, he'll fire. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch.
Returner is tackled down at the 12. And your Ole Miss Rebels will take over.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Leaves it with the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when